Gary Lisle, actor, director, writer, musician, philosopher, comedian, wrestler, and cult figure. To himself and a select few, he's a genius.
Is a genius, man. It's like you don't talk to Gary Lisle. You listen to Gary Lisle.
To some, a talentless but occasionally funny guy.
He was quite a funny guy at times, but at other times he was quite embarrassing. He liked Mr. T a lot.
To the rest, just plain talentless and a bit weird.
Right weirdo. Liked Mr. T a lot.
Okay. And then the guy turned to me and says, "That's not my wife, that's my dog." Anyway, we've got a new comedian coming out tonight. It's his first time in front of a paying audience, so please be gentle and give it up for Gary Lisle.
Hi, it's great to be here. I'm Gary Lisle, and I'm so crazy. I should be on that Prizzy show. I'm so mad. Right. Does anyone wonder why you never see white dog turds anymore? I think it's because of global warming, you know. Oh, if you ever noticed how like stand-up comedians are like all the same? It's like, oh, men, you can never ask for directions, or they always leave the toilet seat up. Oh, right. How about my impression of Deirdre from Coronation Street? It's like, you ever see her now? It's like string, you know, you'd probably play songs in it. Oh, right. How about my impression of Stephen Hawking? Hulk Hogan. Aye. My mother-in-law. Oh, my mother.
Okay, Gary Lisle, everyone.
I'm ahead of my time. Still am. I think the reaction of that crowd just really demonstrates that they're not on the same level as I am. They're beneath me. No, they're beneath me. They're way beneath me. I mean, they just didn't operate on any of the levels that I work on. I work on like so many different levels, and those guys are just twats. Anyway, now he just come on and he just shone out like a big red ruby in a white dog turd, you know. I was just blown away. I was amazed at this guy. So he got booed off, and I went backstage, and I went up to him, and I went, "I just seen your act, and I think you're really great. If you got a manager." Probably the first person to say I'm a genius, you know. I mean, I am a genius, you know. I'm a philosopher. I philosophize. Therefore, I am. I'm a philosopher. Yeah, I like it.
I understand that the critics were less than lenient when it came to reviews.
Scum. Subhuman scum. Just don't even mention them, right? They probably don't even come to see me live. They just don't understand. They just probably send their sort of guy from the office in to do it, and sort of so they can sit and slag me off and be all witty and clever, and people are just stuck in the dark ages. They probably think the earth revolves around the sun or something, you know. I hate them.
Gary Bushell, he accused you of being, in his own words, crap, puerile, and probably a pinch of snuff.
Well, Mr. Bushell, I like to respond to that lovely little couplet by saying, you may have hair all round your mouth, doesn't mean you have to talk like a...
Gary, unfazed by his mauling from the critics, bounced back onto the stage triumphantly.
Oh, your arteries hurting all at once. Yeah. Come on then, yeah. Oh, you want to stone me to death? Oh, your kidney stones. You're going to slowly pad me to death with your paper, eh? Go on then. Come on, you old farts. Get up here. Go on. Got no lead in your pencil. Go on, old people, euthanize them all, I say.
Your mama.
Yeah. I was there thinking, right, the boy who's gone too far this time. Those old guys, they want to kill him. But then this idea just flew into my head. Wrestling. You know, it was like a big neon sign, like it was all pink writing, sort of big blue outline. All the moths of the world sort of flying towards it, and each of the little bastards frying as they made contact with it. And I just couldn't believe what had happened. We had to smuggle him out of Rosyth in the back of the car. I mean, the guys wanted to hang him, you know. I mean, he got back to his house and he sort of got out of the car. He was grinning from ear to ear, you know. He loved it. You know. We made it on the news that night.
Old comedian Gary, Lisle, I think it's pronounced, is at large after inciting a riot in the town of Rosyth in Fife. The army had been brought in to try and restore order after Lisle goaded 90 ex-servicemen into having a go if they thought they were hard enough, whilst brandishing a broken bottle during his stand-up act. Lisle promptly escaped the chaos in the ex-servicemen's club, where Bobby Davro, Bob Carrollgees, and of course Spit the Dog are due to appear next week. The police expect a similar disturbance.
Well, a copy of the video of the gig in the news bulletin made it onto my desk and I watched it. I was amazed at the guy. He just exudes charisma and he could just walk into a room and right away everyone could take an instant dislike to him. I had thought to myself, this guy has potential as a bad guy wrestler. I could probably net me a few billion along the way.
So tell us about your first meeting with Gary Lisle.
Yes, I asked him if he wanted to join the international wrestling conglomerate and he said yes. I then asked him if he had a name he wanted to go under and he suggested
Dynamite Kid!
The Dynamite Kid.
The Dynamite Kid!
Dynamite Kid!
The Dynamic Kid.
The Dynamite Kid! The best goddamn rock and roll wrestler! North, south, east, or west of the squared circle! The Dynamite Kid operates on the principles of the 3 A's! Arrogance, antagonism, and alcohol! The Dynamite Kid likes his meat red, his beer cold, and his woman ugly!
Apart from like getting hit with like baseball bats wrapped up in barbed wire and kicked in the head, getting my eyes gouged and sort of getting my ears bitten and stuff. No, that's probably the best job in the world.
So tell us about your battle with substance addiction.
Oh, I know those little sachets of like salt and pepper that you get in like cafes. I was like, ripping them open, like pouring them on the tables and stuff. So it's like, I threw the cloth like, oh no, who's been here and done this and messed up my table?
Gary, we meant your battle with alcoholism.
Oh yeah, right. Between like matches and waiting for a ring and stuff to get set up, I pretty much filled that time in drinking.
Drinking what?
Pretty much anything that was at hand, really. Vodka, beer, the Iron Brew, Tizer, meths, Tabasco sauce, anything that's lying around, I'd drink it.
This is where most of Lyle's legendary and mythic status arose from, and he liked nothing better than to brag about it.
Oh, you should have seen it. Like, no, I was up at the window, like, and I had the TV, and I threw it out, and it went on the pavement, like, really, really loud, and like, and I was going, I'm the Dynamite Kid! I am invincible! No, out the window, it was really, really funny, but then, like, the hotel manager, he was, like, coming up and, like, banging the door and stuff, and, like, going, oh, could you, calm down, it's like, you're waking everyone up, and you're, like, causing a big fuss, or I'm gonna have to, like, call the police and stuff, so I was like, and like he was away down the stairs and stuff, and then like he's at the bottom of the stairs like, oh no, I got the police and the blood everywhere. So I was like, and like you should have seen like blood everywhere, like, and so the police come in, they had their batons out, and I'm still fighting them. It was just like it's like the wrestling stuff, and like throwing them all about. It took about 10 of them to stop me, like, and I was like, hey, and I was like, I'm invincible, and they're like beating me in.
It was partly thanks to this kind of outburst that Lisle came to the attention of many directors, resulting in several small walk-on parts in art films, under the name Ivor Biggin. Gary's career hit an all-time low when director Guy Fishy cast him in his new Cockney East End gangster flop, Wide Boy.
I'm going to ask you one more time, where's Disco Dave?
Better tell him he's a nah.
saw the end result of the film, and quite frankly, it depressed me. You know, there's nothing more depraved than a man in the depths of a meth's addiction. But still no excuse for that pile of toss, quite frankly.
Gary then gave up drinking almost entirely. He still enjoyed a nice bottle of fortified from time to time, though. Gary then went on to find God, and guess which form? Oh, really? Who do you think?
That's right! The Gary Krishna movement, the best goddamn rock and roll religious movement north, south, east, or west of Jerusalem! Urgh!